Yes,
Namaste,
sure.
sir.
Thank you.
Very glad to meet you through
Okay.
this platform. Yeah. Namaste, Aruna madam, and other people. Namaste, ma'am.
So
Sir,
where
I'm
are
from.
you from? I mean, where do you work? What is your field of professorship? What is your field and which university or college you represent?
Yes, sir. I'm about to introduce ma'am, sir, within a
Yeah.
couple of minutes. Meanwhile,
Oh, okay.
ma'am, you
Yeah.
can
Talk.
yes,
Yeah.
uh,
Sir,
you can
this
interact
is
with you
Professor
can
Sunita,
interact with
sir.
sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Uh,
If she
sir,
is a speaker,
I'm.
uh, later on they can be others. So please come on the video and show your face at least, so that just to see who you are.
Sir, I'm from Yogavamana University, Kadapa.
Okay,
I'm working since 2007, sir. So I
okay,
have finished my MSc at SV University, Tirupati, and MTech at Usman University, and PhD at Usman University. And then
okay,
I have gone for USA for my PDF, sir, postdoctoral fellowship
okay, okay.
at
Good, good.
USA.
Okay,
So now I'm working as a professor and head and chairman POS of the Department of Geology. So, and I
okay,
work on environmental geochemistry.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Good, good,
So
good.
how the water interacts, and then importance of water, hydrogeology,
Oh,
environment geology, geochemistry,
okay,
like that. Yes, sir.
okay.
Thank you.
Next, some others, please introduce, show your face. Don't be shy, man. I mean, Swagat Kumar Badri.
One sir, the knowledge experience, sir. I am second year
Okay,
good experience. One sir. I am one of
mm,
student of
okay. Next, come on. Next, just come on video and show your place. Raj Shekhar, Neeli, Swagat Badri has introduced himself. The reason I'm bringing is so that you guys will come out of the cocoon of shyness. Whenever there is a meeting, it is actually showing your face. Not only encourages everybody, but also generate the courage. I know I came from rural India only, but the only there is always a first step you have to take. That is, I have this
Um,
Professor Sunita. I'm from SV University. Mm. I I had my master's from SV University, mm, and
Very good, sir.
then in chemistry, SV University
Okay.
chemistry,
Okay.
91, 90,
Okay, sir.
1971, 73 batch. Then afterwards, I
Okay.
did PhD in
Mm-hmm.
chemical engineering from Bihar,
Mm-hmm.
Indian School of Mine, now at IIT at Dhanbad. Then another PhD
Mm-hmm.
from England in metallurgy and materials engineering. Then I
Mm-hmm.
came to United States. I have been in
Okay.
US from 1978, and
Mm-hmm.
more or less I settled here. So that is
Okay.
my
Mm-hmm.
Gayatri. Come on, tell yourself. You should be a motivator for other youngsters.
Sir, good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. Happy
Mm,
to see all of you once again. Thank you, sir, for that good words and kind words that you always inspire us with. First thing is being on time every day on a daily basis, like a discipline, is something that we all try to learn from you and inculcate the same habit in all of us. That's the best teaching that you are giving us indirectly, other than what you teach and
mm,
what you talk and what you inspire us with the knowledge. While we observe you, this is something that we all try to get into. And definitely, I have to say, I'm learning this good habit from you that whatever it is, we should be there on time for any job, small or big or anything. The first thing that we have to know is managing our time. And practicing that has been one great thing that I have started. And you are my inspiration for that, I have to say. And thank you once again, sir. And
Okay.
today we have two guests, two speakers, which we are looking forward to. Uh, let's see whatever, one from geology and one from botany. So great information that we are trying to share.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's why, with the permission of all the stalwarts today joined in this meeting, I wish to start this meeting, ma'am. Now, shall I
Sure.
start, sir?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
So,
Sure. That is.
yeah.
Mm, mm, mm.
I'm taking this opportunity to introduce our today's first speaker, the great woman, Professor V. Sunita, ma'am. Ma'am is a professor and head of the Department of Geology at Yogi Amna University, Kadapa. Ma'am from Andhra Pradesh. And ma'am also serves as a chairperson of the Board of Studies in the Department of Geology. And Professor Sunita ma'am obtained her postgraduate degree in geology from Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, and earned her PhD in applied geochemistry from Usmania University, Hyderabad. And has also worked as a postdoctoral fellow uh, at Miami University, Oxford, USA, where she conducted research on environmental geochemistry and mineral water interactions. And her research interests include environmental geochemistry, hydrogeology, groundwater quality, mineralogy, and sustainable management of natural resources. Ma'am has published numerous research papers in reputed national and international journals and has made significant contributions to geoscience education and research. And I heartfully congratulate ma'am that recently, yesterday, I think she got as a IQSC coordinator of Yogi Vyamana University, Kadapa. My hearty congratulations to you, ma'am. You deserve it. I
Thank
know
you.
you very well. And ma'am is a recipient of many awards from Sidvi Foundation itself, from our GPP, Guru Pratibha Puraskar, and Women's Day. Many awards, ma'am, not only from Sidvi, other agencies also had awarded ma'am with many awards and rewards. Thank you so much, ma'am, for accepting our invitation to be as a speaker, as a distinguished speaker of this 7-day journey. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your nice words. Thank you for your nice introduction. Thank you, Srinivasa Rao sir, for warm welcoming. Like show your face, you are requesting. It's a very good sign. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Gayatri ma'am, and other people who are over here. A very good evening to you. And shall I share my PPT?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sure, ma'am.
Yes. One second. Not getting where is this? Ma'am, there are three things like Chrome tab, window, entire screen.
Entire screen, ma'am. You click on entire screen.
Okay, okay.
Then open your PPT, ma'am.
It's not
So
taking.
first of all you click on entire screen, ma'am. Then screen sharing will start.
Yeah, I did it. What happened?
Rajshekhar sir, are you able to present the PPT so as to ma'am will explain there?
Yes, madam.
Yeah.
Send it to
Ma'am,
me.
ma'am, please send
Yeah.
it to me, ma'am.
Okay, sure. Sure.
Please send in
Shall I
WhatsApp.
send it through WhatsApp? Yeah. Sure,
Yes,
sure.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You please WhatsApp me.
Yeah. Yeah, please. Please. 1 second. I'm sharing. One second. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I shared. It's taking 1 second. 1 second. One second. Yeah. Yeah. I did it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Please give me 1 minute time, ma'am. So meanwhile, daily
Yeah.
we are announcing that I request you to please make a paper at your convenience, ma'am. Within 1 month, we are going to publish all the speakers' papers in our journal IJSCAM. So I request you. Already you shared PPT. We are requesting to share PPT from all the speakers. Already you had shared, but I request you to please write a paper also. So we are going to publish in our journal, ma'am, with DOI.
Okay.
Rajshekhar
Okay.
sir, I shared this PPT. Please share your screen and present, sir.
Sure, madam. 80 minutes. It's downloading.
Yeah.
While this is going on, let me add a small comment. Today, I opened the newspaper. The main item I found is somewhere in AP. AP, oh, I have to say Telangana. AP or Telangana, in a well, tidal waves start coming from the, and scientists are saying, and there are some in the groundwater, air is escaping, and that is causing this the waves almost like an sea. So it is really interesting how mysterious things are with the underground waters. So we will hear some interesting topics on this underground um, geology. Okay, I just wanted to
Yes.
kill it, and so I was surprised today in the paper.
Mhm.
Rajshekhar sir, is there any problem?
It's downloading, madam.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So maybe so many slides are there. What's my time, madam? Um,
Ma'am,
Is it
up to 8 o'clock, ma'am. 8 o'clock.
45 minutes or what?
You can, ma'am.
Okay, no problem.
You can continue also. No issues.
There are roughly around 100 slides, so that's what it may be taking long time. Maybe so many
Yes, ma'am.
speakers
Yes,
are
ma'am.
there. Yeah,
Actually,
yeah. So,
I'm unable to present, ma'm, because of my eye surgery. If not, I can do it. I'll try
okay,
from mobile. I'll try from mobile if it is possible. Sir,
okay.
shall I do it, or you can do it, sir?
Wait a minute. It's
Or shall I join through mobile?
We'll try, ma'am. We'll try. 1 second. Actually, sir is downloading.
Okay, okay, okay. Actually, I could have sent you before, no?
Yes.
Actually, what happened day before yesterday only I took charge now. So many responsibilities, and we had number of meetings today.
Yeah. That's
So
what, ma'am. That's what I could not able to catch you today. Since morning, I am trying for you.
oh, okay, okay. Even I thought of calling you, and I have written the reminder book that I had to call Arna ma'am, but
Yeah.
due to so many pressing
Yes, ma'am.
meetings, so I could
Yes,
not
ma'am.
do in time, ma'am. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Ma'am, you also once try, ma'am, for sharing if possible.
yeah,
It may be shared.
yeah. That's better. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You go to
Madam,
that
is it visible?
mode. Yeah, yeah. Sir shared, ma'am.
Okay.
Madam, is it visible?
Yes, sir. It is sharing still, but PPT not visible, sir. If there is any problem with system, you can share with mobile also, maybe.
Okay.
Rashekar, sir. Yes, sir. It
Ah,
has
yes.
opened.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Ma'am, it has opened, ma'am. Please.
Um,
Sir, you had shared another thing, sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what.
Rashekar, sir.
Yes, madam.
You had shared another thing, not ma'am's presentation. Let me try. No. Swagat, have you joined from a mobile or a laptop, ma?
Mobile, ma'am. Yeah.
Mobile. Can you present it?
Just a moment, madam.
Yeah, yeah.
Start presenting, ma'am.
Rashekar, sir, I shared in your WhatsApp, sir.
Yes, madam.
Uh, Ma'am, how about audience, madam? What means? Yeah, yeah, yeah. One sec.
Audience from all domains and all corners of India, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can see now the screen. Oh yeah, it has come.
Yeah. Yes. I can go to the screen. This thing.
Rajshekhar sir, again it went out, sir.
Yes, madam. You opened.
Is there any problem with system, sir?
Maybe low band. With
Gayatri ma'am, could you able to present, ma'am?
I'm not very sure about that, ma'am. I'm from the mobile only.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Sometimes it could, it is
Now it's
visible, sir.
yeah. Uh,
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah. Can we go to the entire screen mode?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Full screen.
Yes, ma'am. It has come, ma'am.
Okay. The screen has to be little bit. Okay. Is that fine?
Yes, ma'am. You can start, ma'am.
Yeah. A very good evening to you all. Coming to the 1 week international lecture series on Think Beyond Braces 2026. Coming to the topic, groundwater for environmental sustainability. Next slide, please. Yeah. So coming to what is the background of this? So everybody know that groundwater, it is of a very vital resource and it is of very importance, and especially in arid and semi-arid environment. And the main source of water for drinking, domestic, irrigation, or industrial activities is particularly for the rural population. Groundwater plays an important role and it is a very, very, very vital resource. And what are the challenges that we are facing nowadays are water conservation, management and planning, and several complexities. There are several complexities for geological formation. So what is a geological formation? Now here there's the participants are from so many different streams. They would like to have a very good background on the geology. So it is very simple. Water comes from one formation that is known as an aquifer. So what is an aquifer? Aquifer is a rock unit which stores water and which transmits water. And this geological formation, like aquifers, for example, limestone, sandstone, and then granite with fractures like that, basalts. There are different types of rock formations are there, and these are known as aquifers or geological formations. So these complexities will help to understand how the water is coming and how the water is there in the particular formations and what is the type of rock formations in the ground. So here the present, whatever the my work, it is focused on what's the knowledge regarding the structure and function of the aquifers, and especially in the hard rocks like a very what you can say that Archeans and then Dharvars formations. Next slide, please. So the significance of water, groundwater resources. So everybody know that it is an indispensable natural resource, and this water resource, it can limit the resource of humans and other living beings. Safe drinking water, it's everybody's need, and it is a what you can say that everybody should have the water facility, especially, and it is needed for humans for the basic fundamental right, and it is very vital to the human development. And this plays an important role in not only in human development in the form of agriculture, industrial activities, and domestic sectors, and so on. And the groundwater, whatever you can say that this quality for the environment, it depends upon the two phenomena like geogenic and anthropogenic activities. So what is this geogenic and anthropogenic activities? Geogenic means it depends upon the rock formations within the ground. And anthropogenic activities means the pollution which is coming from man-made resources like contamination, more withdrawal of groundwater, and water pollution, and so on. Agricultural activities, pesticides, adding domestic effluents, and so on. So here why the water is important. Previous days we don't have to pay for the water. Nowadays we are paying water. We are paying for the water. That itself denotes that water is very, very, very crucial, and especially pure water availability is very important. So groundwater, it accounts for 97% of the global freshwater resource, and so this is essential for all these developments. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Can you go the next slide, please?
Maybe the system had struck, ma'am.
Oh.
I request Rajshekhar sir, please log in from your mobile and please share, sir. Actually, here I am trying, but it is opening in a PDF only, not in PPT from my mobile.
I don't know where it has gone.
Which is not supporting, sir. Swagat Kumar, you please try once.
Okay. Ma'am, send me PPT, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
You share your screen first of all.
I need to share canvas, no? Share Zoom canvas with you. Yes, ma'am.
Um,
Rajshekhar sir, is it getting possible?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Yeah.
Is it visible, madam?
Yes, sir, it is visible, sir. Please go to the, I think, third or fourth slide.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Next slide, sir. Yes. Ma'am, please continue, ma'am.
Yeah. So groundwater is the key to the sustainable development goals, and it provides water, drinking water, to 50% of the global population. And worldwide, approximately 2.5 billion people, they depend solely on the groundwater resources for the basic water needs. So they, as per the UNESCO guidelines or UNESCO statistics, so this is the statistic how we had to take care of groundwater resources. Next slide, please. Yeah. So groundwater, it is a hidden source and it is a vital, vulnerable resource. Though it is not physically visible, we can make it difficult for the general population and also to the decision makers to connect with the challenges which affect the resource. So this is the valuable resource, and humans are complex beings. We are very complex beings, and we make deserts bloom and springs and ecosystem die. So this is the statement given by Gilston. So humans are, yeah, we are very complex people, and we make the deserts bloom and springs and ecosystems die due to our human made activities. Next slide, please. Yeah. So groundwater, it plays a very important role in SDGs, and there are in SDG 6, it plays an important role either directly in terms of the food, hygiene, health, protection, and restoration of ecosystems and biodiversity directly or indirectly, and for the reduction of the poverty and inequalities, and this contributes to the education and gender equality, peace, and so on. So this is a small, what you can say, that video. Okay. Next slide, please. So coming to the history of the groundwater advancement, there are in Iran, these are known as the canals. So what are canals? Canals are the long underground tunnels that can collect groundwater, and they were dig as much as 2,500 years ago in Iran, and these are still used today. So that means, so these are very powerful, what you can say, that these ducts are preserved as long as 2,500 years ago. And Romans have have a system that is known as a Roman aqueduct system. They were built over a period of 500 years from about 300 BC to conduct water from springs to towns and villages. So these are the specific pathways of water. So these are known as the Roman aqueduct systems. And in Iran, so these are known as the canals. So they have the long underground tunnels which can preserve water. Next slide, please. So resource, there are types like dynamic and then static. So what are this difference? What's the difference between static resource and dynamic resource? Static resource is nothing but the water which is in the permeable portion of the aquifer. So what is the permeable portion? Permeable portion is nothing but the water which is in the porosity. That means it will have openings. So these are rocks will have openings. These are known as a porous and permeable. In that portion, water is available, and this is below the water level. So that is known as a static resource, if you see this diagram. And dynamic resource is nothing but the water which is available in the zone of water level fluctuation. That means we can see and we can analyze this water. That is the dynamic groundwater resource. Next slide, please. Yeah. So this, as day and today, we can see number of paper articles or newspaper or in the, like, water is depleting and water resources are decreasing, water is not available, and there is water scarce in so many villages, like 566 villages, and in arid and semi-arid regions, this problem, it will go on. And in even though water is available, in some places water is being polluted and so on. Next slide, please. So as we have seen, what is the groundwater chemistry, and what is the quality and how it plays an important role. So the quality of the groundwater, especially in rain shadow areas. So because these are the arid and semi-arid regions where the rainfall is less, and these in these regions, the quality of groundwater, it is a function of regional geohydrology. That means what is the geology of that area, that is rock formations are there, that is the lithology and evapotranspiration. In some areas there will be more evaporation, that means water will go waste, that is evaporation and transpiration. And also rainfall quantity and quantity, these also play an important role in the quality of water. And there are the host rock interactions, that means how the water will interact with the aquifers, like the rock formations. And there are solubilities are there, that is inorganic compound solubilities, and aquifer mineralogy. That means whatever the rock will have, the overall rock is a aggregate of minerals. And also weathering. So what is weathering? So that means erosion of different there are types of weathering, like physical weathering, chemical weathering, and then biological weathering. Physical weathering means it will go that means rock will wear due to heat or temperature, cold regions, and so on. And chemical weathering, due to the rock will weather due to chemicals like water, carbon dioxide, and then when water and carbon dioxide reacts, it forms carbonic acid, like that chemical weathering. And biological weathering means rocks when they weather with the biology, that means the plants or animals, like that. So weathering also plays an important role. And also anthropogenic factors. So what are the anthropogenic factors? These are the upper part what I have discussed. So these are known as geogenic properties. Then what are the anthropogenic factors? So these are the like industrial processes, industrial waste, and how much we release the fertilizers, how much we use for the crop production, and more than the required we use the herbicides and animal manure, urea, and also more than the required we use for the crop development, and more crop production we use. All these are known as the anthropogenic factors. Coming to the next slide, please. So the main objectives of what my study, it goes on the identifying the hydrogeochemical studies of water, and then what are the processes involved, geochemical processes in rock aquifers, and what are the indices that can use to or how we can say that this water is not usable. That means what is the quality index. So we have used some indexes like PIG, that is a pollution index of groundwater, and then water quality index, that is WQI, and geographic information system, to evaluate the
quality. So that means whether this water is suitable or not, then how we can restore that, or how, what are the remedial measures for that. So these all the processes or the objectives involved in this study. And the chemical geochemical classification of the groundwater, and how the human health risk is associated with this. So we have studied, as a case study, we have took the hard rock terrain of Kadapa and Anantapur in Andhra Pradesh. Next slide, please. So this study area, this we have a part of, I am showing only one part, that is the part of Anantapur. So here the prominent geology is Archean ages. That means Archean means these are in geological time scale, these are very old, like they are of about 2500 million years ago. So these rocks are known as Archeans, Darwars, like in Karnataka and so on. These rocks are known as Archean rocks. And these are very old rocks, and they are like, you know, granites, gneisses, and so on. And overall, the rock formations, the lithology, they consist of spring granite, schists, Dharwar age, composite gneisses, and so on, pegmatite dikes. And the geomorphology, like, you know, denudational hills, pediplains. So all these will have effect on the groundwater quality. Next slide, please. Yeah, so these are the rock formations. See, when you have gone through some of the formations, like, you know, you can see tars. So what are the tars? One rock is standing on the other rock. So these are very bold rocks, very strong rocks, and these are the Archean rocks. So these rocks are known as tars. And here you can see the denudational hills, which are present in the hard rock terrain. And here the groundwater, here it occurs in these rocks, and this produces secondary porosity. So as I have discussed, porous and then permeable, there are two types of porosity, like primary porosity and secondary porosity. So what is primary porosity? The rocks which will have original porosity, that means if the rock itself, it will have pores, that is known as a primary porosity. And if the rock developed after the formation of the rock, that is known as a secondary porosity. So this is due to the fractures and fissures and openings which are present in the rock formation. So these are known as a secondary porosity. As you have seen in this diagram, so most of the rocks, these develop porosity after the rock formation, that is secondary porosity. Okay, so these formations are known as granites, and these are the overall these outcrops are known as the tars. Okay, and here the depth is the depth of wells, it will vary from 6 to 25 meters below the ground level. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, so this is the geology. As I have discussed, that all these lithotypes, means rock types, they belong to Archean or Proterozoic. So what is Archean? I have explained you. This means old rocks or Dharwarian rocks. These are present in, why Dharwar means, so these rocks are present in Karnataka. Archean rocks of Karnataka are known as Dharwar rocks. Very simple. And so these are like older rocks. So these are very older rocks, and they are very strong and durable rocks. And among the lithology, as I have explained, granites, granodiorites, quartzites, shales, limestones, and dolerites, and sometimes quartz reefs are also there. And here in the study, the alluvium is also present in the form of sand, silt, gray. And the river, what in this area, it is of the Penna river, and along these channels you can see the alluvium also. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So these are the so there is some protrusion in the slide. Yeah, yeah. So these are the beautiful rock formations. I think mostly the audience maybe it may be a different subject, I don't know, but you can see, you can enjoy the beautiful rocks and lithology also. See here, you can see the dolerite sills. So these are known as the figure A. It denotes the dolerite sills. So these are, all these rocks are dolerites. And figure B, it includes sill bodies. That means very spheroidal weather. So I explained. Yeah. So what is weathering? Weathering means it's like, suppose you seen onion, no? So this onion will have layers, like so the same layer, like weathering will be seen. That means these layers will form in rocks. So these are known as a spheroidal weathering. This you can see due to heat and other temperature activities. What you can see, that you can see the weathering in these formations. These are known as a it happened in Parnapadu Vemula village. The spheroidal weathering you can see. And coming to the second picture, you can see the quartzites. So in when you go to Tirumala, you can see the beautiful rock formations like quartzites and shales like bands. And then, okay, so this you can see these quartzites. And along with that, there are some gravels are there. This is along the Papagni River basin. And the B part, you can see that there are different color massive quartzites. All these formations, they belong to a Gulcharu, means it's a particular area. With that, it is there, that is known as a formation. And in the bottom, you can see that dolomites. So these are with so many bands, and intercalations are there. Intercalations means there are so many other formations, other rock formations are there. These are known as intercalations of chert, red shales, purple shales, and so on. So here another important thing you can see in this stroma. So the ancient, we don't have any life, but life has have the means plants or any life formation in the before in the geological time scale. But in the stromatolites, you can see these are the first what you can see that there is some life in these formations. These are there in the form of stromatolites. You can see in the diagram or in the picture where you can see these Vempalli dolomites. So they are the beautiful structures where stromatolites are present. So that means life has existed. That is the proof. Yes, in this area, that is around 2500 million years ago. So this has happened. Next slide, please. So these are the other formations like denudational hills. And then you can see in parts of Anantapur area. And then you can see the pediplain. And here you can see the type of soils like black soil, red soil, and so on. So how the soil has formed? Soil is formed due to weathering of rock formations. So that's why a soil layer, it forms nearly, it takes for the formation of a soil, a layer of the soil, it nearly takes thousands of years. So that's why we have to take care of these resources like water, soil, and we have to take care of these resources in very well manner. Next slide, please. That means we should not waste these resources. Why I am telling is time scale. Now whenever the human being, we can you say the lifespan of a human being is about 100 years or 80 years or 90 and so on. But the lifespan of this geology, that means the rock formations, it is thousands of years. So that's why the rock or minerals or water, we have to take care of these resources in utmost care. That means we should not waste a single drop of water, and we should not waste the single resource like soil. Suppose when the soil is not useful, we just throw it and just we cut the plants like anyway, so this should not do that, because all these happen to the climate changes and so on. So coming to the hydrogeology of this area, here what you can see, the major water, this will occurs in Archean rock. Just now I have explained what are Archean rock. These are very stronger rocks, and these develop secondary porosity. And the groundwater, it occurs in these fractures and joints. That's I would like to say, because as the audience are not from the geology, just I would like to say that the water in these rock formations, it is due to secondary porosity, and the water, it is present in the form of joints and fractures or lineaments. That means openings are there. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So these are the materials methodology, what we have, how we have analyzed this water. So in the field work, first we had to collect the water samples. That means with the help of topo sheet or satellite imagery, we have to identify the area, and then after that we have to collect the samples, and then with the help of these topo sheets and geological map, we had to identify. And with the help of this, so we can do that. So identification of the boreholes and mapping of locations. That means from where we are collecting the water samples, and these samples are analyzed for different elements like physicochemical parameters like pH, electrical conductivity, and then TDS, total dissolved solids, and then the other major cations and anions like sodium, potassium, aluminum, calcium, magnesium, and then the other important anions like nitrates, fluorides, and also arsenic, calcium, cobalt, chromium, like so many heavy metals are there. So like that we have to identify, and then we have to collect the samples and we have to do the analysis. Next slide, please. So this is the analytical accuracy. So what is this analytical accuracy? You may be knowing that in the chemistry people. So in order to determine the analytical accuracy, we have to uh, ensure that the IB value, it should be plus or minus 5. So that means the computational value what we are getting from the cations and anions. So here there is a formula. So from this we have to identify that this accuracy, it should be it should be within the limits like plus or minus. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is the different methods what we have adapted for support for pH. We have done with the pH meter and then the instruments, and then for EC conductivity meter, TDS, total dissolved solids. For this we have followed the ion meter and also the indirect method. And for sodium, potassium, calcium, and all these are from different flame photometer and then the spectrophotometer techniques. Next slide, please. So these are the sample takers. So this a very rare picture. Now you can see here in this one there are bore wells are there. Apart from that, you can see the dug wells. So nowadays we can't see the dug wells. That's why these sources are very important. That's what I'm telling. So bore well sources are there. We have collected the samples and we did the analysis. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So these are the different from mine areas also we have collected, and this is some feedback from the farmers, then how they are feeling with the any there is mine impoundments are there, how the water quality is affecting, how the mine activities will impact the water quality, and so on. So this every Saturday we used to go for the field work. But here for the analysis part, we have taken some few parts of pockets of Anantapur and then Kadapa. Next slide, please. So this is the water quality monitoring. What we will do, you can just enter so that the picture can be seen clearly. Yeah. So this is well purging, and it's followed by well sampling, water sampling. Then we can do for the water analysis. The results like the water can be used for drinking, or that means the suitability. It can be used for drinking, or it can be used for a domestic purpose or for irrigation purpose. There are so many indices are there. That means these indices will infer you whether we can use water or not. Then what are these are the important methods so that we can say that yes, this water is poor, this water is not suitable, this water is good, and so on. So that is for irrigation, for drinking, for industrial purpose, and then what are the uses or causes of the pollution, and then how we can do the remedy. That means remedial measures for the waters, contaminated water. Next slide, please. So these are the various thematic maps we have prepared with the help of a geographic information system. Like these maps will tell you what is the rock formation is there, like geology, and then geomorphology, like what are the plains are there, pediplains are there. So how we can use, I don't know, there are some, Yeah, so this is the drainage map from that means this drainage map will also give some information on the lithology. That means there are different drainage patterns are there, like annular drainage pattern, trellis drainage pattern, and so on. So they will give information on the structure of the rock, how it will affect, and so on. So this is about the isohydral map. This is the soil map, what types of soils are there, and this is the land use cover map. So that means how the land is used for the different purposes, like agriculture, or for industry, or for mining planning, or for industries, and so on. Next slide, please. So this is the groundwater level scenario. That means we have identified in different seasons like pre-monsoon and post-monsoon. So overall the quality is good at the, somewhat it is good at the post-monsoon, but there are some pollution type you can see in the pre-monsoon area. Next slide, please. So this is the aquifer characterization. So what is this aquifer characterization? Just now I told you how the weathering is happening. That means how, what is the thickness of the rock formations, and how depth of the fracture of occurrence. That means up to what depth the fractures are there, the how we can interpret the water from deeper areas. And this is the yield of the water, like what type of formations can yield more water, like sandstone, limestone. So this land, what is the yield of the water from these rock formations? Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is the quality of different parameters like electrical conductivity, and then nitrates, fluorides. Next slide, please. So coming to how we can overall the quality, these most of the samples they fall, the pH of these samples, they fall within the desirable limit, and only 4% are exceeding the limits, like they are slightly acidic. And all the samples, they are exceeding the conductivity levels. That means the electrical conductivity is high, some may be around 2500 microsiemens per centimeters, and so on. And also the total dissolved solids of the rock formations, these are also high. And so this is mainly due to the leaching of salts from the soil, and also due to the other calcium and magnesium and other ions are there, so they are entering, they are causing the high TDS values. And most of the water belong to the hard water category. And this is due to the higher and also the higher chloride concentrations are there. This is due to the contamination from the surrounding areas like mine impoundments and agricultural waste, and so on. Next slide, please. So there is we can see the geochemistry of water. So for this, hydrogeochemical phases is important. So what does it will give information? So there is one pictorial diagram. So this pictorial diagram, it is a trilinear. So that means this is significant based on what type of ionic concentrations are there, and how they will influence the geochemistry. Next, I will show you the there are the cationic and anionic concentrations. Next slide, please. So this is the Piper diagram. What it will tell you about what are the overall water types are there, like how it will impact the quality. Suppose if you take calcium bicarbonate, sodium chloride type, mixed sodium bicarbonate type, mixed calcium magnesium chloride type, calcium chloride, sodium bicarbonate type. So like that, it will give the hydrogeochemistry of that particular water type. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So why these hydrochemical phases? Then how these mechanisms they control the water? Because if you analysis, after that we can be identifying what are the dominant constituents in this area. The dominant constituents are sodium, followed by magnesium, followed by calcium and potassium. And also among the anions, like bicarbonate, it is more, and chloride is more, sulfate is more, nitrates are more, and fluoride is also more. And this what you can I have been discussing the pictorial diagram. So this is important to classify water based on the concentrations, basing on the geochemical characters like calcium magnesium chloride phase, calcium chloride phases, and calcium bicarbonate, and so on. Next slide, please. So this is another important facies, or what you can see that this is a Gibbs diagram. So what does it will tell? It's a mechanism controlling the groundwater chemistry. So that means there are three types are there according to this diagram. There are evaporation dominance, precipitation dominance, and then rock dominance. So this diagram, from this diagram we can assess that how the in this area or a particular area the water is affecting with the either it is in the evaporation dominance, or whether it is by the precipitation, or how the rock dominance is playing an important role for the groundwater chemistry. Next slide, please. Here I can show the diagram so that you can understand. Yeah, so this is the what in this study most of the samples they fall in the rock dominance. See in the picture there is a graph in between chloride and chloride bicarbonate and TDS, that is total dissolved solids. If you draw the diagram of this and we can scatter plot, and you can see that most of the samples they fall in the rock dominance, and some samples they fall towards the precipitation dominant. So that means anthropogenic activities they will lead to the increase of chloride, sodium, and total dissolved solids of groundwater. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is in another area we have identified, we have classified the water. So overall, what you can say that all the water samples they fall in the rock dominance. That means the water chemistry is controlled by the rock formations. Okay, so that is the dissolution of fluoride bearing minerals, and how the source rock is affecting the release of fluoride into the groundwater, and so on. So this has been authenticated by so many researchers. Next slide, please. So this is another indices that is known as the pollution index of groundwater estimation. So basing why we have to identify these indices. So there are several steps are there. It's some mathematical equations are there. So with the this we can identify with a resource what you can say that the indices are there, like we can give a standard number. Basing on the number we can say that yes, this is in low pollution, this is in high pollution, this is in minimum pollution, like that. So these are some steps are there. Okay, I don't go much beyond. So by just you can understand what are the index parameters for the groundwater quality. Next slide, please. So this is there are different stages are there. First stage we have to identify what are the parameters, and then overall water quality, how you can classify, that is OW is equal to WP by SC. So like that there is a stepwise there. So basing on these steps we can identify that yes, we can give one number that will be easy to classify the water quality and then pollution. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, so this pollution index of water, this has been initially proposed by Professor Subbarao, and this state it measures the status of impact on the water quality parameters. So the overall index it can be computed by so many variables are there. We have understood like in the water whatever we have collected. So there are so many variables like pH, electrical conductivity, TDS, total hardness, calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, chloride, and there are so many variables are there. And overall we have got some assumption, or what you can say that some estimation that this water is polluted, this water is not polluted, the index is low, the index is high, and so on. Next slide, please. So this is the estimation what we have identified for different water resources, and overall we can identify that these are influenced by the quality is influenced by anthropogenic sources. So these values, what you can see that what are the quality contributors and pollution contributors are there, how we can estimate this. So this is the overall estimation pollution index of groundwater. Next slide, please. So these are the values how basing on that. See here basing on the calculations, what you can see that PIG, this is in the first row you can see that there is 1.38, 1.83, 2.20. So this is in the pollution zone, like low pollution, moderate pollution, high pollution. Then how many percentage of samples are in the low pollution, medium, and high pollution, and so on. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is the simple classification. One second. Please go to the earlier slide, please. Yeah, so this is the overall, that means it is easy for understanding and easy to classify. That sample number 1, we have identified that this has a pollution, according to this sample, it has PIG value 1.69, the second sample 1.73. So like that, we can easily assess basing on all the parameters like pH, EC, TDS. So each individual parameter we could not, it may be difficult to assess. So we have identified this method so that we can assess overall quality, how it is good basing on the PIG. So this is the inference of this calculation of PIG, that is pollution index of groundwater. Next slide, please. So these values, the overall water, how the significant or not significant, and how the pollution is there. So this has published in Applied Water Science. It's a Springer Journal. Next slide, please. So this is how many percent, insignificant, low, moderate, and so on. This is one type of the simple, easy to understand. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is another method. This is also one of the index that is known as a water quality index. So where there are several steps to identify water quality index calculations. So basing on that, here we have identified overall one value is there. So this value, it will identify that how the water quality, the number, basing on the number, we can assess the classification. Next slide, please. So this is the overall water. One second. The picture is not clear. Yeah. So this is a geographical information system. With the help of that, we can easily identify which zone is good, which zone is poor water, so that the allocation is easy, and then we can assess and we can suggest that yes, this part, like the southwest part, eastern part, western part, which part is good for quality, which part is poor for quality. Next class. Next slide, please. So this is another what the pollution variable that is known as a fluoride. So here in the study area, we have identified the fluoride pollution. As you can see that in Nalgonda, we have the severe fluoride pollution. Apart from that, Nalgonda in Telangana, in Andhra, that is in Anantapur also, you can see the fluoride pollution in very vast. So that means here you can see there are two stages of fluorosis. Is dental fluorosis, and then there is another fluorosis that is known as a skeletal fluorosis. So when the fluoride is greater than 1.5 milligrams per liter, you can see the dental fluorosis. When it is more than 3 milligrams per liter or 3 ppm, you can see the skeletal fluorosis. So we have identified so many samples are there. So most of the study area is infected with the fluoride pollution. Next slide, please. So this is the, what are the then source rocks for fluoride? So we have identified there are a number of rock types. They will have fluoride concentrations like dunite. It's a type of rock. These have 12 milligrams per liter or 12 ppm. Then granites will have 520. So the area which we have studied, I have showed you the diagrams and the pictures. No, in that tors are there, additional hills are there. So all these formations are granitic formations, and they will be having about 520 milligrams per liter of in the rock formations. The fluoride content is 520 milligrams per liter. So like this is the this is the table which can show, which you can see the content of the fluoride in different rock formations. Next slide, please. These are the possible flows. As we have identified that this is the source rock, the geology is very prominent for the fluoride pollution. So that is, the fluoride is present in the joints, fractures, fault zones, that is the openings or whatever the fissures are there. And it is the fluoride contamination is just natural process, and it is due to fluoride bearing minerals like fluorapatite, fluorospar. So these are the minerals which are present in granitic formations. So that is the rocks. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So these are the correlation that how the fluoride is correlated with other parameters like calcium and then sodium, magnesium, potassium, and so on. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is the simple mechanism how the water chemistry, and these are the causes. See, you can generally ppm also here in that area 7 ppm fluoride in the water samples. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this is the overall scenario. Like in this area, here the rock formations, like granites, they are the major rock formations which contain fluoride. Next slide, please. So these are the physiological effects. What you can see that less than 1, it is in the safe limit, and 1 to 2, 1 to 3, that is dental fluorosis, that is discoloration, mottling, pitting of the teeth, and greater than 3 milligrams, you can see that milligrams per liter, you can see the crippling fluorosis. Next slide, please. You can see the next slide, please. So here we have identified in Ral Anantapuram area. You can see the type of mottling, that is on a skeletal fluorosis. On the left side, you can see the types of mottling, what type of affected teeth, like thickness of the teeth, brown stain followed by brown wavy stains, and then severe mottling, and so on. Next slide, please. So this is the pictures what we have taken Kalasapadu Mandal in Kadapa district, and here also this is the severe dental fluorosis problems we identified, and this is another peculiar case in Ral Anantapuram, that is known as the fluorosis. Here, this person is severely affected. This bowed legs, he is affected with a crippling fluorosis. This has happened in Anantapuram area of Andhra Pradesh. So then we have observed there are different defluoridation techniques. Then if the water is polluted, how we have to treat that water? So generally, if the water is polluted, it is very difficult to treat. But though there are techniques like defluoridation techniques are there. There are different techniques like adsorption methods, ion exchange method, precipitation methods, miscellaneous methods, so on. But we have identified one method that is known as adsorption technique. So that is, we have identified with the bioadsorption, like with the leaves, how the plants they can absorb this fluoride. Next slide, please. So there are, to this we have identified in the our study that mint leaves, pudina, so this will have a good effect. That means it have a good adsorbent for the fluoride, and we have successfully applied, and this has published in a book, this in a paper also. These bioadsorbents, they meet, these are very cost, that means these are very lower efficiency, that means high cost, what you can see that the other methods, but this is a very low cost, and it can be applied in water resources treatments. Please. Next slide, please. So here the what we have observed, the area, the particle size of the leaves, the amount of the fluoride absorbed 60%. That means if the area of the sample, the particle size of the leaves, it is about 1.4 millimeters. The amount of the fluoride adsorbed, it is 60%. And if with the very smallest particle size adsorption, automatically the fluoride ions adsorbed is also high. So small particle size, it provides more surface active surface area, and this is easy for defluoridation. So this is one of the important remedy or adsorbent, bioadsorbent for the removal of the fluoride we have observed in the study area, and we have applied as well. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. So this we have published defluoridation of water using Mentha longifolia, that is mint as a bioadsorbent. Next slide, please. So this is another this thing, like what are the geogenic contamination of the fluoride, especially in the study area like Uravakonda. We have this presented in USA, that is annual meeting at Seattle, Washington. the same work we have presented over there and published a paper. Next slide, please. Ma'am, how much is my time?
Ma'am, 5 to 10 minutes, if you could conclude,
Yeah,
the
I
second
will.
speaker is
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, ma'am. That's what I'm asking. So coming to the another, so there are so many things are there. Like just I have discussed the fluoride. The similarly, nitrate is also the pollution. What we have identified in the study area. So this is mainly due to the agricultural activities, not as a geogenic activity we have seen in the fluoride. Next slide, please. You can. Rashekar Garu, you can yeah, you can give a nutshell what not in the detailed way. You can just sweep the slides. Next slide, please. So most of the in this area, what we have how much fertilizers we are using, and we have calculated all the from how much of the fertilizer he is using, and all those we have published in papers and also as well. Next slide, please. Yeah, overall we can give some the conclusion. I will go. Yes, so this is the, yeah. Next slide, please. Next slide. So this is yeah, this is human risk assessment. Like these contaminants, we have identified risk assessment. So we have calculated the hazard quotient. So how the risk assessment is there, and with the help of this, we have identified the hazard index. So non-carcinogenic index we have identified, and so for this we have given the symbols and how the it will affect the water resources, and what are the remedial measures are there, and also then what are the how the water can be conserved as well. So coming to the conclusions, so overall we in this area we have identified one pollution, that is geogenic pollution, that is the fluoride is due to the geogenic pollution. High concentration of fluoride is attributed to the source rock like granites and then rock water interaction. And anthropogenic pollution, nitrate, is due to the anthropogenic pollution, and also there are some over exploitation are there. That means as in some of the mine areas there are over exploitation. Due to that, sinkholes are there, they are developed, and then collapse of the sinkholes, there are so many depressions are formed in the limestone area, so and so on. And there is the sustainability resources are there. Next slide, please. So overall, what we can say that the water, they are above the permissible limits of WHO standards, and then total dissolved solids, EC, conductivity, and then chlorides are also there. This is due to industrial activity. Sulfates are also there, and fluorides and nitrates. And the Piper diagram, what we can say that hydrogeochemistry, it also helps to understand the what is the geochemistry there, and there we can assess. Simple assessment like water quality index and then PIG methods. These are very useful to understand. In order not go for the detailed every parameter, it's overall nutshell we can know that yes, how much water is polluted and what are the pollution levels are there, how you can classify. So there are management plans like how we can use the artificial recharge structures, how we can develop, and how we can use with the help of micro irrigation and changing cropping patterns, and then how we can restrict the use of the fertilizers, and then how the high electrical conductivity in that areas which are having high electrical conductivity, then what are the plants that can be used there, and then that can be grown there, and how you can adapt measures and to conservation of water resources and so on. Next slide, please. I think it is yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, so yeah, these are some of the references which are used for the study. Next. There are so many publications are there. Yes, for any authenticity we have published books, and we have good published papers in scientific national and international journals. Thank you. So we have not only for the community, we have participated in number of the programs like yes, water is very important, and then we have conducted CDP programs, and then importance of the water, importance of the earth day, how we have to take care, and so on. These are the important field work on the Kadapa basin. This is the important resources for the water, and these are some of the my students. We have worked enormously for all these developments. Thank you so much. We have to save water, and we have to save life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. In spite of your busy schedule, you had spared your valuable time. And so sorry for some of the technical issues happened in between.
No issue, ma'am. No issue.
Without wasting much time, I request anyone from the participant side, please interact with Dr. Professor V. Sunita, ma'am.
Um, Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good
Yes,
evening.
please.
Yeah, please. Your
Ma'am,
good name,
I'm
please.
Dr.
Yeah.
Venkateshwar from Visakhapatnam, ma'am.
Okay.
My research area is removal of impurities from groundwater, ma'am. Groundwater
Okay.
dyes like methyl orange and methyl red and any other colored water. Ma'am, are you
Okay.
suggesting any low cost sorbents or low cost methods to purify the groundwater and any other water, ma'am?
Yeah. So that means it depends upon what are the industrial pollutants are there, what type of industries are there in the study which you have taken. So any pharma are there, any chemical are there, or any what is the main reason for your adapting that method. So in order to do that, first you have to identify the source from where it is coming, either it is an industry or heavy metal are there, or some ionic concentrations are there like nitrates or fluoride or something, and then so that we can give the methods like bioadsorbents. These are the cheapest methods, and then you can use so many plants. They are used for the removal of the water source. So it depends upon from which area and what type you are identifying.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am,
Okay.
if you have any projects like that, please intimate through this society, ma'am.
Sure. Okay. So
Okay.
actually, we
No.
have done three projects. That is in DST and then UGC and then RUSA. We are planning for another project also. So if at all there, we will let you know through Aruna ma'am, the Sidvi Society.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Your background.
Ma'am.
Okay.
He is from chemistry, ma'am. Chemistry department.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Venkat Kishore, sir. And thank you, Sunita, ma'am. And anybody else wish to interact with Professor Sunita, ma'am? Or any comments from distinguished guests? Srinivas Rao, sir.
Yes, I have a question just out of curiosity. But before that, I have a small request because I heard there is another following lecture is also there.
Okay.
While we are having questions and answers,
Yeah.
there could be people who want to excuse themselves for 5 minutes. They can excuse because
Yes.
continuous listening means they may need to drink some water or go to the restroom. So please do that one. Then I will ask my question. When people say the groundwater, I read articles about underground rivers, particularly
Mhm.
in Brazil. It is only an
Mhm.
Indian scientist who is a professor there has found almost the same length as Amazon, such a big river, underground river.
Mhm.
If that sort of things are possible,
Mm.
I'm a layman. I have no knowledge
Yeah.
of geology.
Okay.
Let us assume, say, Krishna River is flowing. So
Mm.
definitely some water might have been
Yes.
subsided and
Yeah.
gone into the ground and stayed there. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe trapped. That is how trapped water hydrology comes.
Yeah.
If that argument is also true,
Yes.
we know one. I mean, I'm just formulating my question, and then
Okay. Please, sir. Mm.
we know
Mhm.
people talk about Saraswati River.
Yes.
They say Saraswati River is the uh, food and butter for the Indus Valley civilization. They
Yes.
vanished because this Saraswati River vanished from I mean, suddenly vanished.
Mm.
Is there any way we can find out the real existence through any underground reservoirs because being
Okay.
trapped? while the river was
Yes.
alive. Is there any
Yes.
such? Please
Yes.
comment on that one. My question may be silly, but I was
I got
just
it. No, no, no,
curious.
sir. These are, yeah, these are there. So these are known as paleo channels. So that means
Hmm?
the water will be preserved. Paleo channels. So this
Okay.
means identifying the paleo channels is a good source of water. Just if we identify that channels, they itself gives huge amount of water. What you said is
Okay.
absolutely correct. So with the help of remote sensing, we can identify the channels. These are known as the paleo channels, lost fit, misfit, like that. There are some rivers which have not identified as rivers. So they are known as the paleo channels. If we identify that water, then we can have the good amount of water, and we don't have that scarcity of water. As you said, no, if we identify that with the help of the remote sensing and GIS, yes, there are techniques are there. We can do that, sir. Yes, it's wonderful. Yes,
Uh,
it's wonderful. We can.
I agree the techniques are there. What my question was there any, because some people will say, it's a Saraswati river is all myth. It is not really
Mm,
such a big river, cannot dry up and all those things. Are there
mhm,
any
mhm,
studies government of India is taking in geology just to trace
mhm.
at least this sort of thing gives a indirect proof that the river existed. That's
Yes,
what
yes,
I was
yes, yes,
yes,
yes,
sir.
yes, yes. Yes, sir. We can identify this based on this technology, whatever and then the texture of the formation of drainage basin of the rivers. If we identify that, that will be easy to locate, and then interlinking of water is also possible. The rivers, then we can see that the existence. We don't depend much on the groundwater. If we identify these channels, so then they give the good source of water, and they will be helpful for the not for the plenty of water will be available, and the scarcity will not be there. Yes, these are the though they we can't totally deny that, but yes, it is a powerful source that we can say that we can depend on the paleo channels. And even construction and seismic areas, suppose people assume that water is the channel is not there, and then if there are some lineaments, they are known as lineaments. These studies will help you to locate these channels. So that means how much depth they are there, what type of drainage patterns are there, how they will interact with the water, that means how they interact with the rock surface, and so on. We can easily identify, sir. Yes, a very thank you, sir, for a very wonderful question. Yes, I appreciate you for uh, your question.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thanks a lot. So, without wasting time, our next speaker also um, waiting. Shall we start, sir?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Actually, she has another minute, 2 minute, 1 minute and a half. If anybody has question, they can ask, and then we can start exactly at my time. 11 means your time. I don't know. So
8:30, sir. 8:30. Now it is
8:30.
8:28. So 8:30 we can start, sir.
Yeah, that's what. Then all those who took a break can come back.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, make sure the next author has his slides ready for sharing because we don't want to have the same
Yes, yes,
sort of mishap.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
thank
yes.
you. Bye.
Sir, good evening. Good evening, sir, and good evening, V. Sunita, ma'am. Sir, actually, this is also a, like one of the very important topic that is there in our environment and environment, climate change, and all. I think how the rocks are formed, once again, we would like to, no, it is like a recall to all of us. Just like how other environmental issues are cropping up. See, ma'am, all the nations have the same groundwater, madam, percentage, or is there any difference in the percentage of groundwater?
yeah, the
Like,
percentage will differ from the rock formations what they have having. So as every region will not have the same type of rocks. Suppose if you say that, in coastal area, the rock formations are different. So they have mostly sand, silt and clay. So that rock formations are different when compared to the rock formations in hard rocks. So like that, even in one area, that means one state or one nation, the formations are different. That means the lithology is different, geology is different. Then obviously different countries, that means in different regions, they will have different types of water resources based on the aquifers. So what are aquifers? These are nothing but the rock formations which contain water. Suppose for your explanation, suppose for easy understanding, as you say that in Andhra Pradesh, Kadapa is one of the portion. Okay, so this Kadapa, there are again two types of rock formations are there. In one part of the Kadapa, we can see that hard are there. In one other part of Kadapa, soft formations are there. That means the water will be there in hard rock formations. The water will not be that much available when compared to the soft formations which are in the, like the other formations. So as the result, softer formations, they yield more water when compared to the harder rock formation. So as there are number of aquifers are more, the water will be more. Okay, that means the yield will be more. As in one particular area there are so much of diversification, then think of the global activity, that means the global resources, they will definitely differ. Okay, so identifying the aquifer is also very important. So that means how you can locate the aquifers, how you can locate that water is present in that rock or not. So they all depends upon the exploration methods, how we will see the resistivity methods are there to know the water occurrence in the formations, like like granites and then sandstone, shale, all these are the rocks, they contain water. Okay, we have to identify which rock will have more water. So like soft sediments, they will have more water when compared to hard rock. That's why arid regions, as we know, most of the people Telugu, ఎడారి ప్రాంతాలలో వాటర్ అనేది చాలా తగ్గిపోతుంది. ఎందుకు తగ్గిపోతుంది ఇక్కడ అంటే నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద హార్డ్ రాక్ ఫార్మేషన్స్ లో వాటర్ అనేది రిసోర్స్ ఉండట్లేదు. సో దే ఆర్ వెరీ హార్డ్ టు స్టోర్ వాటర్. Okay, whereas in soft rock formations, sandstone, and then it's a very good resource.
Yes,
As
ma'am.
a
Yes.
as a layman, if I can add
Yes.
the typical example, underground water, the transport is through capillarity. Capillarity. By doing
Yes.
that one, the rock, the chemistry of rock changes the
Yes,
whole.
sir.
For example, it doesn't have to be long distance. In Rameswaram, there are many wells. Only one brick thickness different. One is cooler, another one is warmer. One is sweeter, another one is salty. This is all typically during the transport capillarity of the water.
Saline water.
It gathers the mineral, that salt, and then
Yes.
based on the salt, the taste or temperature changes. And it's a typical example in Rameswaram wells.
Yeah. Okay. That is saline water encroachment, saline water intrusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, ma'am,
Thank
for sparing your valuable time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank
And
Thank you.
With the permission of all the esteemed gathering here, we are moving to the next session of this day 5. We have another speaker, Dr. Aarti Chauhan. Ma'am is an accomplished academician and assistant professor in the Department of Botany at SBN Government PG College, Indore, Madhya Pradesh. And ma'am is dedicated to teaching, research, and the advancement of plant sciences. And her academic interests include botany, biodiversity, environmental conservation, and sustainable biological research. Ma'am actively participated in many of academic and scientific activities, including keynote speeches and resource person of many events and conferences. And ma'am had contributed to the promotion of quality higher education and research in the field of life sciences. And ma'am got many, ma'am had published over 40 research articles in many reputed journals, included Scopus and SCI. And she had 4 patents on different fields of life sciences. And she had contributed many book chapters and edited books. Dr. Aarti Chauhan, ma'am, we are very fortunate enough to have you as one of the speakers of our 7-day journey. Over to you, ma'am. Dr. Aarti Chauhan, ma'am. Ma'am, is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am is available, actually.
No, madam.
Yes. Dr. Aarti Chauhan, ma'am, over to you, ma'am.
Madam, she was not in the list, participant list.
Actually, till now she is there, sir, with video itself.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
she was here a while ago. I don't know why she went.
Yeah,
Maybe
a while ago she was here. I saw her.
Yeah, yeah. Just give me 1 minute time. I'll be calling. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
please meanwhile,
you call
please
her.
discuss. Please discuss.
Yes, ma'am. Hello.
We are waiting for you, Aarti Chauhan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Aarti Chauhan, ma'am, you had been introduced to the gathering. Over to you, ma'am, for your presentation. Please share your screen, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Some problem there.
Okay, give me 1 second, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, are you able to share, ma'am?
Ma'am, my screen is in.
Yeah, it is visible, ma'am. Now you please open your PPT, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. My screen is visible, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Your screen is visible. Just you click on your file, ma'am. Your PPT file. You please click on your file.
Ma'am, is it visible, ma'am?
Ma'am, your screen is visible, but PPT is not there, ma'am. Yeah, now it is. Now it is there. Yeah.
Visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It is visible. Make it full screen and go ahead, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, Narukala ma'am and Rao sir. Today I am presenting my PPT on use of ethnomedicinal plant in Indian traditional knowledge system. Dr. Aarti Chauhan, Assistant Professor of Botany, Government PG College, Indore. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. It is
Yes, ma'am.
visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Topic to be covered: use of ethnomedicine plant Indian traditional knowledge system. Definition, scope, cultural concept, core traditional medicine system. Ayurveda focus on balancing bodily energetic using plant formulation. Siddha emphasize regional South Indian herbs and mineral combination. Unani. Medicine is sub-units of medical anthropology. Different cultural groups understand, experience, and treat illness. Ethnobotany directly study to relation between regional human culture and local plants. Earliest written evidence on plant-based healing in India found within ancient sacred scriptures where plants were viewed living, possessing spiritual and physical therapeutic values. Rig Veda and Ayurveda this human directly birth Ayurveda, which is systematically categorized remedies, specific schools in inner medicine, surgery, core traditional medical system, Ayush, power of oral system, Guru Shishya Gyan Parampara, lineage based system where master thought through rigorous memory and preservation and destruction. This is verbal repository, ensure medical background, survival, external threat, library, burning throughout the history. Use of ethnomedicine plant Indian traditional knowledge system. First of all, my plant is Giloy Guchki, hardwood, moonseed plant, botanical name Tinospora cardifolia, family Menospermaceae. Core medicinal uses, fever, infection, act as a natural antiseptic. It is widely used to manage chronic fever, malaria, dengue, and helping to increase blood platelets count. Immune system support. Function is the premier rasayana, which stimulate macrophages, B lymphocytes, helping to body naturally warn off infections. Diabetes management, better ground in the stem help regulate blood sugar level and modulating insulin secretion and slowing carbohydrate digestion. Liver protection, hepatoprotection, fresh juice or stem extract mixed with honey are traditionally used to treat jaundice and remove toxic from the liver. Digestive health prescribed by traditional practitioners to treat stomach aches and chronic diarrhea, dysentery, and fluences. Skin alignment applied topically as a paste or consumed as a powder to alleviate inflammatory skin disorder, including psoriasis and eczema. Next plant, common name Nagarmotha, botanical name Cypress rotundus, family Cypressaceae, core medicinal uses, digestive and gastrointestinal health. It is the premier choose for treating ingestion, diarrhea, dysentery, bloating. It is contain natural cosmetics enzyme that act as a catalyst to stimuli metabolism. Fever and inflammation management due to its antiseptic, anti-inflammatory attribute. It is the traditionally boiled into a decoction cough to lower body temperature and during chronic fever. Anti-inflammatory and pain relief contain properties that help manage joint inflammation, swelling associated with arthritis. This is the figure of root and Nagarmotha powder and another products of Nagarmotha. Next plant, common name is drumstick and moringa, family moringaceae. It is used in nutrient-rich digestive support, antioxidant, and brain booster, skin, hair, and health and inflammation and blood sugar balance. Health benefit of moringa, rich in an antioxidant, prevent malnutrition, may reduce blood sugar level, may relieve symptoms of others. Next plant is Madagascar, periwinkle, botanical name Catharanthus roseus, and primarily name is Vinca family Apocynaceae. In the Philippines, decoction of leaves used to treat diabetes, and decoction of young leaves is used to stomach cramps. Root decoction for intestinal parasitism and may produce abortion. And infusion of leaves is used for the treating menorrhagia, and crude leaves extract anti-cancer activity, and recent use of root of anti-cancer application used for dysentery. Next plant is sugar destroyer pericola of the wood. Botanical name Zigma sylvestris, family Apocynaceae. Use of this plant is powder and in the form of and uh, rich in antioxidant, help to protect cell from antioxidant state, support health, heart health, help manage cholesterol level, support blood sugar, help regulate glucose level and insulin response, and improve digestion, help with acidity, indigestion, and bowel health. Reduce sugar craving, help lower the desire of sweets and naturally. Aids weight management, support metabolism, health for balance, and anti-inflammatory action, help reduce inflammation in the body. Support diabetic health, may help lower HB and related complications. Next plant is Chinopodium, commonly known as goose food, lamb-quad, botanical name Chinopodium album, family Chinopodiaceae, and Chinopodium. Nutrition value: protein, fiber, vitamin A, iron 4%, protein enriched, and vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, saponin, flavonoids, phenols, and alkaloids. And saponin and anti health benefits: anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial, anti-diabetic, and several products used for uh, chinopodium. Next plant is curry leaf, botanical name Muraya koengi, family Rutaceae, and uses stop diarrhea, fight against cancer, good for hair, and beneficial for eyesight. Other uses: curry cure anemia, leads to balanced blood flow, gives strength to eyesight, protect the liver, reduce blood cholesterol, and give more strength to hair and maintain the sugar level. Next, fenugreek, Trigonella forgium, and family Fabaceae. Use of this plant: reduce cholesterol, prevent bowel problem, balance blood lipids level, crop diabetes, reduce heart problem, help reduce blemishes, and gives labor and long hair, and protect kidney problems, help to breathe feeding mother, and help cure fever. Next plant is people tree are sacred Buddha tree are Ficus religiosa family. It is used in modulatory, hepatoprotective, althematic, antimicrobial, anti-lating, anti-stress, anti-purgative, anti-inflammatory, wound healing, anti-tumor, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, and anti-coagulant. Frequent use medicine plant tulsi, holly, oxymum sanctum, utilized for respiratory issues, immune enhancement, and antimicrobial properties. Ashwagandha, Indian ginseng, and Withinia somnifera were used as an antioxidant to reduce stress and rheumatic swelling and booster overall vitality. Neem as a directa indica, accidentally used to treat skin condition, eczema, wound, and ulcer, and fungal and antimicrobial actions. Amla, Indian gooseberry, Calanthus umbilica, known for extremely high concentration of used as a and foundational antioxidant tonic. Turmeric, Curcuma longa, used widely across home remedies for powerful anti-modulatory and healing properties. This is the figure of Holy River and Withinia somnifera and their products. Products of Vegetata indica. Methods of preparation of part. Traditional application specific plant part is chosen based to a concentration of bioactive chemicals, alkaloid, flavonoids. Part utilized leaves are most frequently extracted component followed by closely by roots, bark, fruit. And preparation formulates remedies are primarily administered or orally, are topically decoction, boiling in water and dried powder tuna and paste, and infused oils. Global significance and challenges. Phytopharmaceutical foundation may modern life-saving compound have their roots in ethnomedicinal and bacosides from Brahmi and curcuma from turmeric. Threats of knowledge erosion, modernization and lack of interest among younger generation threaten to historical, evaluating the need to active documentation while journals like Indian Journal of Traditional Knowledge System, conservation, habitat destruction, forest fire, and unsustainable commercial harvesting present significance to wild medicinal flora. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Aarti ma'am. Anybody
Thank
wish
you,
to
ma'am.
interact with Aarti ma'am, it is welcome.
Aarti ma'am, good evening, and what a, your presentation was.
Yes,
Like
ma'am.
it is very valuable.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is. Your presentation is thoroughly valuable, and we all know about the things that you mentioned in your presentation. It
Yes,
is a
ma'am.
well-known, but still it needs uh, rigorously every day. Every day, if we recall the things that are there in your presentation, it is good. Like most of the things are like tulsi leaves, curry leaves, moringa, and then gudmar is what I, for the first time I heard. In
Yes, ma'am.
image, it was shown in a powder. I don't know about that, but to my surprise, this what you call this people leave. I did not hear anything about it. For the first time, I heard. And in our meals, when we come across, when we have curry leaves, I saw people throwing curry leaves. So, see, like it is their choice, but still, like it is a very quick presentation, like
Yes, ma'am.
quick presentation and very fast presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Because ma'am, my today's my yes my exam, so I give.
Actually, I urged Dr. Aarti ma'am because of time shortage, and I requested her for tomorrow, but she had an exam tomorrow, exam duty. So she wanted to complete today at any cost. She wanted to give her talk, ma'am. That is the her commitment. So there is somewhat mishap happened today. Also here in our places also some thunderstorms are there, ma'am. So some technical issues are there. Uh, so that's why some disturbances happened, ma'am, today.
Yes, ma'am.
Today some disturbances happened due to some technical issues. That's why there is a time lag, ma'am. That's why.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Anybody wish to interact with the speaker? It is welcome. I request Aarti ma'am, please stop sharing, ma'am, so that we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
see remaining
Yes, ma'am.
participants.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone from the participant side wish to interact with Dr. Aarti ma'am? It is welcome.
Because my study area is air pollution, but I'm not prepared my main topic.
No, मैम एक्चुअली आप थोड़े थोड़े चीज आप हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
Like the how to prepare what you call this kasuri methi at home, And then some of the things that we have, but though you have time constraints and challenges, you are here to present your presentation. It's a nice thing, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You have everybody has some challenge or the other. It is
Yes,
good
ma'am.
you presented.
Thank you
You are
so much,
here.
ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
That's a good job.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I request Professor Srinivas Rao, sir. Is there any comment from your end, sir?
Thank you, Anuna Nanukal, ma'am. Give me a nice opportunity, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I request Professor Srinivas Rao, sir. Any comment from your end, sir? Dr. Gayatri, ma'am. Any comment from your end, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. It's a very nice presentation, though we had some technical issues. Like
Yes.
sometimes it does happen. That is something which is not in our control. So both the lectures today, what I can feel and I can conclude, my understanding is both are very much related to our NEP 2020. Both are related much to the kind of changes and the kind of evolving that is happening in our academics and in all areas of knowledge dissemination. So whether it is geology and related environment related subjects included in interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary and even transdisciplinary areas, so is even the IKS that is introduced new. And in that, when we get to see that yoga and this kind of your studies on the nature, naturopathy, and all these kind of ideas that are there, these are very much becoming a part of our academics through, and we have to give all the credit to NEP 2020. So with this approach, since it has been coming, so to not only students, even teachers like us also get such kind of an interaction with these subjects and the teachers of the subjects. So this is something very nice that we are getting. Maybe it wasn't there a few years ago, or maybe a decade or so, people could not get that kind of a privilege or an opportunity. But thanks to 2020 NEP, that we all are getting a chance to meet such people, get to know wherever we are, it is easily available because of these great people coming in contact with us through such kind of an online platform. And learning these has really become something approachable for all of us, which is a very nice thing. So thank you so much, ma'am, Dr. Chauhan ma'am, and even Dr. Sunita ma'am, for the wonderful kind of seminar that we are getting to hear from you, and would like to hear more from you in our next such kind of series, or maybe some conference, or in any other manner. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Gayatri, ma'am. And with the permission of all the esteemed gathering here, I would like to make this conclusion remarks of day 5. Shall I, ma'am? Shall I go ahead, ma'am, for the conclusion?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, good evening, our esteemed chief guests and distinguished resource persons, respected dignitaries, faculty members, researchers, students, and participants from across the globe. As we conclude the 5th day of Think Beyond Races 2026, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to today's eminent speakers, Professor V. Sunita ma'am and Dr. Aarti Chauhan ma'am, for delivering an insightful and thoughtful provoking session of their own. The valuable ideas, practical perspectives, and interdisciplinary approach shared today have inspired us to look beyond conventional boundaries and embrace innovation with confidence and purpose. Each day of this lecture series reminds us that knowledge becomes truly meaningful when it is shared, applied, and connected across disciplines. Today's deliberations have further strengthened our commitment to lifelong learning, collaborative research, and sustainable development. As both of the lectures are very important to our daily life. One is water. Water is a very much important commodity, and which is 90% of our body contains water. And another talk implies the medicinal values of plants. That means medicinal plants. So both of today's sessions were very much important for human life and for sustainable development. Thanks a lot to both of the speakers today. You are the stars of today's event. Thank you so much, Professor V. Sunita ma'am and Dr. Aarti Chauhan ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights to this auspicious gathering. On behalf of Sidvi Foundation and our organizing partners, I sincerely thanks to one and all whomever joined their hands to make this as a very great success. In spite of small issues like technical problems like that, I'm very much apologize for that. Please excuse me for some delay in this session. And very happily, we are moving forward to the remaining days of the lecture series. So let us continue to think beyond limitations, explore new possibilities, and work together to create a brighter and more inclusive future through education, research, and innovation. And I myself, Dr. Aruna, saying my heartfelt thanks for all of you for your valuable presence. And we look forward to welcome you all again for the day 6, that is tomorrow, Think Beyond Races 2026. Have a wonderful evening. Stay inspired. Namaste to one and all.
Okay, madam. Thank you.
So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
with the permission of all great gathering here, I'm ending this meeting officially to all. Thanks a lot. Let us meet tomorrow by 7 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.